Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Coffeehouse Conversations podcast, and I'm your host, Amos St. John. Today, I'm back with part 2 of me sharing about this new chapter, this new journey that I'm on with my health and fitness. Last week, if for those who didn't tune in, or if this is your first time, take a minute and go back and check out my last podcast where I shared about electing to do this weight loss surgery and gave a little background story as to what led me to make this decision. But I'll do a quick review of the 3 out of the 5 areas that I'm focusing on. On the last podcast, I talked about 3, and we have 2 more left, and that'll be 5 areas that I'm focusing on. But I'm going to do a quick review. But I failed to mention on the last podcast that now these 5 points that I'm sharing with you don't just apply to me and my weight loss journey. It applies to anything you're going through, any goal, any endeavor, any journey that you embark on, anything that you plan to do. These are great points that I've used that I believe you can use to help you reach your goal. Now, I am not an expert. I am not, the guru, but I really feel that I've been able to soar and go and conquer some things in my life because I've been able to stay focused. And these are the areas that I focused on to reach that goal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking from experience. Now, again, I'm not an expert, but I do feel like I do have the experience. You know what I mean? Anyways, I mentioned in the last episode, the first area I focused on is that you must have a plan in place with clear directives to follow so that you won't fall off target or, because without a plan, you tend to fail, and be liable to lose focus and derail any chance of success. And then the second area I mentioned was about anticipating hurdles. They happen, throughout your journey, you will experience hurdles. And I've learned from past experiences that in this journey, you will encounter challenges and hurdles. So it's important to be prepared for these potential challenges, and so that you don't lose momentum or even lose focus. Now, the third area I last talked about on the last podcast, you must have strong time management. Seriously, because if you have wasted time and idle time of doing nothing, you'll find yourself falling into these bad habits and doing things and making poor decisions. So you have to plan, you have to strategize and have a good a plan and calendar and manage your time wisely outside of what you do at work or whatever you got going on a daily basis, whether school or work or whatever. But have a good time schedule. Schedule time to work out, schedule time to rest, schedule time to be with loved ones and family and schedule time to read, you know what I'm saying? Schedule time to have fun, and have that. And now for those who may not be planners, but at least have a good sphere of awareness of what to do at certain times. You may not want to have to plan it to the T, but have an idea what's going on now, okay? It's because you'll find yourself not reaching goals and find yourself stagnant because you just don't know what you're doing with your time. Time is flying, and you find yourself a day have passed, and a week have passed, and a month have passed, then a year have passed, and you're like, what happened to all my time? If you manage your time wisely, you'll be aware of where your time is going. All right, let's move on to today. Now, today I want to talk about these last 2 areas of focus that is going to help me reach my goal. And again, this is from experience. The fourth area is guarding your energy. Man, it's so important to protect yourself from unhealthy environments, mindsets, unhealthy people, and unhealthy information. Because you don't realize how much energy we waste when we unintentionally absorb bad vibes and energies from what we see maybe on social media, TV, maybe in conversation. You may pick up some bad vibes and energy unintentionally, and you carry that, and you tend to end up becoming more discouraged, depressed. You go through anxiety, like it's crazy. So it's important that in order to reach your goal, you need to stay away from anything that brings you anxiety, false hopes, stress, and unnecessary strain to your mental and physical health. It's hard because some of us are maybe attracted to drama, attracted to stress, but it's not healthy for the long term. If you're trying to reach a goal with your health or whatever, trying to save money, you're trying to build something, you have to stay focused, and you gotta pinpoint areas that is creating major distractions. And sometimes the energy that maybe the room you're in, you maybe need to change your environment, like, put in some flowers in a room that may not have much color. You don't know the energy you're around, surround yourself may have influenced you, good or bad. So just guard it, and also manage it well. Okay. And I mentioned, before that, as you grow and develop in your life, you realize that you need to focus more on quality and not quantity. You're going to keep hearing me say that: quality over quantity. So when you start guarding your energy and purging yourself from bad vibes, bad people, bad environments, bad things that is causing harm to you, yeah, it's going to get a little quiet. You're not going to be around a lot of drama. You're not going to be around a lot of foolishness. And so some people, it might be great entertainment, but it's not healthy. You know what I mean? But once you purge yourself from that stuff, you find that you can replace it with a lot of quality things, quality habits, quality activities, quality things. Sometimes you just need quality rest, quality silence, and you find yourself really making better decisions, and you're a little bit able to pinpoint areas where you need to strengthen. For me, I kind of slipped off on my reading, and because I realized I was distracted. So lately I've applied different things. I mentioned before, I started using audiobooks. So while I'm driving, because most of the day I'm driving, there's no excuse that I'm not picking a book. Audiobooks are there, outside of podcasts. There's things that are building me. So now I'm kind of back on schedule with my reading development. I just want information and to growth with knowledge and just having great development and productivity. So there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You got to get rid of that bad energy and replace it with stuff that is building you and is giving you great energy to reach your goal. And my final point of focus, y'all, it's time to let it go. I'm going to say it again. It's time to let it go. I'm talking about letting go of your worries, letting go of your comparisons and contrasts to other people's journeys, other people's social medias. You got to let it go. You need to heal and overcome your past traumas. Let it go. My pastor, Tim Ross, out of Embassy City, just had a message this past weekend talking about drop the burden. If you're a podcaster like me, go search Embassy City Church podcast and drop the burden. It will liberate you. This message that Tim Ross just preached. And it's important. And I've been on the same boat, and it was so ironic that he preached this message because, like I said, I titled these last two podcasts, "It's Time to Let It Go." Literally, it's time to drop that burden. Stuff that has been weighing on you on your subconscious. Let it go. It's time to increase the quality of your life. Get focused. Reach your dreams. We're getting ready to close the year 2019 and getting ready to start a whole new decade. We're finishing the decade from 2010 to 2020, and we're entering into a new decade. Like, what is your 5 to 10 year plan? Like, what have you accomplished in the last 5 years? What have you learned? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the moments that as you grow older, that you need to start zeroing in and developing and making sure that you in line to win, to succeed, and have a better quality of life. You know? So in about a week, in about a week and some days, I'm getting ready to do this procedure for my weight loss. And, I've kind of been fighting with myself about, why am I sharing this publicly about, because some people, they just keep it private and to themselves, and they just show up a whole new person. You're like, wait, what happened? Is a person sick or something like that? Just lost all this weight? No, well, me, I feel like I need to share this because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to see this. And I feel like for me, I'm wired a little differently. So I would like to share my journey as to this weight loss. I really want to increase the quality of my life. I've had a great life thus far, but I believe it can be better. So why not drop the weight, let things go, and embrace new things, embrace new habits, embrace new people, embrace new things, and live my best life. And so I'm sharing this journey. It's a little transparent, and for some people maybe TMI, too much information. But no, I believe that there is one person or many people who are struggling with transitioning from mediocrity into excellence in life. And what I mean by excellence is giving your best. And so I am showing you that you can take what may be little to some and make a lot out of it. And so with my life right now, I am living a quality, not quantity-full life. So I'm thankful for that. And so I believe the decision to make the surgery or to do the surgery was to help increase the quality of my life and to be preventative of future issues. Sometimes when you deal with obesity, you are subjected to a lot of problems with heart disease, depression, all types of stuff can happen, especially the older you get. And I've seen too many people deal with this fight and lose. And so I want to help increase my chances to win this fight as I get older. As Father Time comes and challenges comes with that. And so the healthier I am, the better positioned I am to succeed and live a quality and significant life. So I appreciate for those who have taken the time to just join me in this journey. Those who are taking time to tune into this podcast and hear me share my heart. And many people may know me because I as I walk around or I go different place to place, people say, man, I listen to your podcast. Listen, thank you. Listen, spread the word. Somebody might need to hear this that may be struggling with making an important decision in their life, and something I may say may help give them the boost, the push, the leap that they need to make the right decision. So I really encourage y'all to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this podcast. Rate this podcast. It helps give me traction because this is going to grow. This is going to build and go forward. And, I'm excited about it. And so I really appreciate y'all being a part of my journey. And, I think I have 1 or 2 more episodes before I take a break from recovering from my surgery, and I'll be back, and then hopefully can close out this year in 2019 and close out this season 2 of my podcast and ready to start fresh 2020 with season 3. And I'm looking forward to higher heights and deeper depths. So y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into the Coffeehouse Conversations podcast. And I'm your host, Amos St. John, and really have a great day.